Hello, everyone. RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more Psychopaths Mandatory Happiness. In the previous video, we reached the floating arc ending, which I think was an okay ending, but I think it ended dumbly with them saying that they're gonna jump out of the aircraft, which, why would they do that? Why would they jump out of the aircraft then when they weren't even close to being out of fuel? Why wouldn't they wait till they were close to being out of fuel and try to find a place to land first? I don't know. It was dumb, but whatever. But anyway, guys, we are on the last path. That's right. We are on the last path to the end of this. For the last ending. There's 3 trophies, story-related, that we will be getting here. And then I think there's only one more. Or, no, there's 2 more trophies I need to get afterwards. So, without further ado, let us do this. So for this one, we gotta say a powerful existence. Or powerless existence. I'm so powerless. Can't do anything. Anything at all. I noticed a tinge of concern behind the counselor's smile. But this might have just been my eyes playing tricks on me. All the time I envisioned the worst possible outcome. I have a mission. That's why I became a detective. However, I'm unable to fulfill it. So from now on... So from here on... Seemed like there'd be no going back if I said anything more. So I stopped talking and stood up. The counselor looked at me. Was he able to see my clouded hue? Okay, whatever you want. But don't forget, you're being looked at too. By Sybil's eyes. And with that, I was suddenly locked up in a room. Wait, what? I want to see you. A few days later. Enforcer Tsurugi, you'll be placed under probation for 2 weeks. Oh, okay. I snarled at him, purposely being insubordinate. Maybe I'd be sent back to the correction facility, but that was fine by me. Knowing there was a chance of that happening, I still didn't feel compelled to change my attitude. If you know if I'm here, I won't be able to find Yukari. Shinozu's words resonate with me. Alpha was the key to solving the theft case, which was connected to Yukari. But as a detective, I was forbidden to follow this lead. So no other way but to get out. To leave this maze we call the Public Safety Bureau. Long ago, the maze lies on the island of Crate, where the monster Minotaur was held captive. To help the hero Theseus escape, the main Erinde gave him a bow. Keen had exiled the architect Daedalus to the maze and forced him to make it inescapable. But eventually Daedalus fled with his son Icarus using the wings he built. This fell to his death while Daedalus continued to live. If the wise survives, then maybe I'll get a chance to see this through the end. I don't know where my Erindin was, but I'd find her. No matter what, I'd find her. Sentenced to 2 weeks of behavioral monitoring, you say? Hey, it's this guy again! First the incident in Submarine City, and now after digging for evidence about the euthanasia case, which was supposedly closed by the PSP, you have made enemies. This was quite unexpected from one of Sybil's pawns. I have been expecting to gain much from him, and intended to continue observing him, but it may be time to meet. Even then, the Ministry of Welfare and the Public Safety Bureau's data archives was delved through so effortlessly. We are superb as usual. I love this guy. This guy's awesome. Public Safety Bureau, Division 1 Enforcer Takuma Tsurugi. What kind of brilliance will you demonstrate next? I forgot what voice I gave us since it's been so long. I've been charged with 2 weeks of behavioral monitoring. During that period, all I could think about was what I could do to find Yukari. How do I get out of this maze? In 2 weeks! I feel like my heel is getting worse. Even enforcers could be dismissed from their post based on their crime coefficient. I have less time left than I thought. What have I been doing? What can I do now? And then it happened. I received a message on my cell. It was an encrypted text message from someone named Magunufa. What? Didn't know anyone named Magunfa. Didn't even know anyone who might have used that name. But I opened it anyway. The unlock key to decrypt it was my ID. Even if I get a virus, that's the PSP's problem since this is their phone. And I don't have any problems with that. Mr. Takuma Tsurugi, with regards to the case you are pursuing, starting from now, I will be waiting at the Bureau's cafeteria for 15 minutes. Mugunfa. Then it hit me. The name sounded like a hacker's. Does that mean that the PSP network had been breached? What the hell? He wasn't just high skilled, he was abnormal. Hacking civilian security systems were always impressive, but to send a direct message to a PSP owned cell phone. And for only 15 minutes? Didn't feel too excited about me and him there. I'll only be sticking my neck out. The entirety of the unauthorized personnel would definitely cause a panic at the PSP. The entry. There's no time to think. I hurried out of the room. Enforcers weren't allowed to leave the premise so easily, but the cafeteria wouldn't pose a problem. Whoever wanted to meet me had definitely put a lot of thought into this. Going to such lengths just to meet me? Without thinking, I laughed. At the cafeteria, there would be some man waiting for me. When I got there, there was a cleaning in process hollow sign. It's probably there so we could meet alone. I walked past the hollow without hesitation. When I entered, there was an unusual man standing there and sitting down. He definitely didn't have the security clearance, but even though it was so obvious, he stood like royalty. He looks like sitting to me. Maybe I jumped to conclusions when I assumed that he broke in, but that was just my hunch. No, you'd be right. He looked at me. Okay. No, that wasn't it. It was the look of a researcher as he dissected an insect. I felt naked as he stared at me, like he ignored my exterior and gouged inside my core instead. He seemed to be looking into my soul. Are you Magunfa? Couldn't resist, so I had started the conversation. That is the login name of a friend of mine. My name is Shogo Makishima. I possess an advantage over the civil system, being able to enter this cafeteria as a result of that, as well as thanks to my friend. Your friend is a skilled hacker. Oh? It's the most logical conclusion. And that login name, Magunfa. Is he a foreigner? And stand by Magunfa laughed. That's bad. I don't dislike people who are quick on their feet. Don't understand why you're interested in me. Well, take a seat. Fine. For that, I had often cringed at the fact that a blade couldn't be shoved in me or at any time while working on a dangerous case. This man gave me far worse feeling. The various incidents that popped up in Submarine City. I have to say, I am very interested. Can't remember what kind of voice I gave him before, but I'm going to stick with this. Wait a second. Who are you? Who do you think I am? I wish he hadn't responded to my question with another, but it appeared that Makishima wasn't the type of person who couldn't be interrogated so easily. I felt the pressure weighing against me. Or maybe it was more like the air was leaking out of the room. You don't look like you're from the PSP. Not unofficial either. You have committed a criminal trespass. Correct. Don't know how you managed to pull that off. I told you already, my advantage. Advantage? I want to know more about it. This advantage is... The explanation will be long-winded, and I'm sure you will not comprehend it. Psst. You evade my question again. Mugunfa. I'm thankful for all the hackers out there. Mugunfa equals genius. Hacker equals foreigner. I know something about the incidents that have popped up around you. And? You are like Faust. Faust. What's that? It's from Gothel. Subdued by the demon Mephistopheles, Frost fell in love with Margaret. And after tragedy ensues, pouring over into a story of crime and punishment. Faust. Though I had known of Gothel, I'd never heard of that story. Faust lost Margaret, and his soul was banished. However, thanks to her, there was still a lingering hope that remained. Faust. 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 That name sounds so familiar to me. Is that the name of my Dark Souls character, except spelled differently? You're searching for your Margaret. Yukari. How much does this guy know about me? You should look for Mephistopheles. Me? If you can, it will be easier for me too. Do you know about the civil system? The diagnosis based upon the cymatic scan, fast data analysis used for occupational aptitude, and the mark of a latent criminal based on the crime coefficient. Not that. First of all, what is a cymatic scan? Analysis of biometric patterns that results in the compute value of the soul. The pure soul. Is the civil system capable of defining one's soul? Well, of course. Personally, I think that the scanning system behind Civil is too obscure. Huh? Digitizing a human soul is much too complex. The scientific theory needs to be further explained. I'm just sleeping into my Genoza voice with him. If the civil system functions properly, exposing more of the black box would not pose a problem because humans would not be able to exploit it. And that's true. But when do people conceal things from others? When they are guilty, I guess. Depending on what is being concealed, they stand to retain certain advantages by keeping it hidden. In reality, Makishima was concealing his true identity to maintain an advantage over me. Perhaps the higher-ups of the civil system truly believe what they are doing is not too far-fetched. I couldn't find any arguments against that. After all, the civil system had condemned me as a latent criminal, but rather than condemning me, it went without saying that it was better to denounce the system. The Sybil system hides, concealing, masking, shrouding, and your Margaret, well, it hides her as well. But I thought you wanted me to find Mephistopheles, or whatever her name is. What do you mean by that? Even I have yet to grasp everything. My deductions are still at a preliminary stage. Primarily, but... Makishima brought a cup to his lips. Directionality is not off. Directionality? Don't make me explain everything. You are well aware. At that point, I was scared. He knew everything I was thinking. I was frozen with worry. But at the same time, I was slowly becoming captivated by this guy. He, Shogo Makishima, actually understood me. I'd only just met him, and I don't know who he really was still, but I couldn't help but listen to every word he had to say. I couldn't trust him. Obviously, he was bad news. But if the civil system had nasty ulterior motives, it wasn't like the good of the world could put up a fight against the evil. Do you have freedom, Enforcer? What the? I'm not free either. One day I wish to be. I hate people to delude themselves into thinking that they are free when they aren't. He spat out those words. Then I realized something. This man, Shogo Makishima, he had probably killed someone. I have been observing you. Show me the brilliance of your soul. Brilliance of the soul? No, it's battle for everyone's soul. I feel like explaining it. You are neither my child nor my lover. Before you ask, think. Think with your head. Feel with your body. Are you tired? Do you feel confined? Are you bored from being surrounded by these worthless fools? Do you feel like you have been shoved into a corner by these dubious people at the top? Are you frustrated with how these guys only scratch the surface without even caring to delve deeper? Search for what is most important. And try to chase it. Go beyond the boundaries and wrap yourself in the wind. Whether it is possible all depends on you. I expect that you are quite capable. He stood up, then he walked away. It appeared that our time was up. This is not the safest location. It's a shame, but I cannot stay long. Wait. What is it? Can we meet again? If I discover something important, can I meet you again? Possibly. You might have already lost it, or it is hidden somewhere close to you. No matter what, never lose sight of what is important. Love his voice. If you do not give up, we will surely meet again. And with that, Makishima and his hacker friend exited the cafeteria. As if a wedge had been thrusted deep within my heart, I shuddered watching the door close. And bam, we are done with all the routes. We have one more ending we need to get. Hold on. Think it over alone. Thank God I can, like, thank God that this is not Bane thing. Might as well take it. Oh, and then we get, okay, then we get to see this over again, which is nice. First is going to be Kagami. No, not, that's not, Kagiri. Now it's thus. Oh, your voice. No one's even listening. As long as we're out of view from the cameras, we're the only people here. Come on, can you find out somehow? You're so persistent. You're leaving? I became an enforcer so I could find Yukari. It'll all be pointless if I can't. If you insist, then let me talk with the chief. What a troublesome guy you are. By the way, the chief told me about you. She said that whatever you've been searching for is closer to you than you think. The thing I've been searching for is closer than I think? What does that mean? Whatever you make of it. Well, of course, but the thing I've been searching for? Genoza left and I was alone with my thoughts. The thing I've been searching for. What does that mean? Is it Alpha? Or what if it meant Yukari? Yukari? Closer than I think. But where exactly? Why would the chief say that? It can't be. Skipping that. No way. Then my wristcom beeped. A hollow from Mr. Normi popped up. We will discuss the specifics about the Alpha elimination operation soon. Please come back to the office as soon as possible. Got it. Is Miss Kugatachi there too? Yes, she is. But why? Nothing. I'll be right there. Skipping more. I'm just gonna keep on skipping more. Cause this video's not too long, I think. Oh, ooh, 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 yeah. Gonna keep on fast forwarding. So far, this is old. So old. I don't know why I said new. It's not new, it's old. We've seen this many times. Thank God they're making me skip it. Because nothing's different. Nothing's different. Who are you? Do you have anything to do with Yukari? The one I've been searching for. To that. I doubt she could even answer me, being that she lost her memories. So I decided to try out other methods. To take on people who suffer from intrusive deficiency. Like, how would you go about treating them? What would Yukari do? That was what I wanted to know. For some reason, they both recognized the same way. The Kugatachi responded to be similar to Yukari's. It's a real tough question, but... For what? The best way to treat them may possibly be giving them the ultimate happiness that Alpha strives for. It's absurd! Think about it. The patients don't feel pain, which means they didn't get stressed until the O is clear hue. A peaceful world without any pain or agony. Can you actually call that living? It doesn't matter in their case. Nevertheless, it would be a living hell for their loved ones, so... So what? Tell me. So if you really want to live in happiness, you must live alone. Kimi, relationships are necessary. As long as we live, humans will be tied together. There's no other choice but to detach yourself from everything. If not, the people we care about will only be dragged further and further into the depths of grief. Bonds that can't be broken. So, humanity's desire to seek out happiness must disappear. What? I know that sounds extreme. But the happiness of the nutritious deficiency patients will never come unless they suffer an end and they are removed from this world. So something they should die? If you think logically, then that is the inevitable result. Do I think logically as well? Would mind work like Miss Kugatachi to detach logic? Did Yukari reach the same conclusion to bring about the euthanasia case? Can I ask you one more question? So, Miss Kugatachi. Okay, I think this is the exact same thing that we've seen before. Here's my face. Can't answer your question. And as always, how's that that bothers you? It's okay. It's helpful, actually. Okay. The victims were transported to the National Hospital, same place our temp HQ had been last time. Luckily, the hospital was up to date for the most part and operated normally. We helped the staff using the drones that were available. They operated on the autonomous system, giving them a higher resistance against the hacking. It was just what we needed. Up with those drones, we began accommodating the unconscious. Okay, no. This is the same shit I've seen. This isn't part of the job. Let's split into a rescue team and a search team. Inspector Genoza, what do you think? Alright. I'll lead the rescue team. Tsurugi, you'll help bring in the victims. I will join the rescue team. Understood. Where do I start? This is bigger than it seems. I'll come along too. Kugatachi, you will go with Tsunemori to search for the cause. With that being said, finding and rescuing the victims are tasks that require more manpower. Shu and Miss Kunizuka joined our team. Things didn't go as smooth as we would have liked. The hospital drones started getting hacked into and stopped working. This was to be expected. I've had already penetrated the hospital server and still a medical cyborg after all. Does he want these victims to suffer? That damn Alpha. What does he want? Alpha's standpoint, all the victims are in a state of utter bliss. His definition of happiness, at least. And so there's no need to take any further action. Without drones, we had to work by hand. There were only 5 of us in the rescue team. Nevertheless, we would get it done, no matter what. Thankfully, not all the civilians fell into the comatose state. There are some who are okay, more or less. We asked them to help us bring the victims to the hospital. But even then, we barely made progress. Most people are dazed and sluggish. It looked like their souls were evaporating from their bodies. Strange, they all look like they just wasting away. No, it was the city that was wasting away. The day again. Hey, Miss Kugatachi, look at the environmental hall. Doesn't it look kind of weird?
剣さんも感じていましたか。私も気になっていました。
どういうことだ。
What's the meaning of this? No matter where you look, the streets looks like a child's room, don't you think? Compared to the PSP recommended children's room, this was more generic looking. There wasn't any parks or public spaces. It was just bare national space.
明らかに意図を持って作られた景観です。すべての刺激を注意深く
There's a logical explanation for this. By subduing the environmental hollow with the child's room setting, all stimuli are removed, which maximize overall stress. I really want to tear it all down. Screw this! Is this also Alpha's doing?
映像記録に残しましょうか。
Can you record the projection? There's a possibility that we can use it later on as a piece of evidence. No, Kunizuka. Try restarting and taking back control of the hospital drones. Leave the recording to Tsurugi. Roger. Definitely some solid evidence. Better capture all of this for later. So I took footage of the city's environmental hall. I gradually left my team. Luckily, everyone was too involved with the relief effort to notice. I won't get a chance like this again. There was a place I wanted to check out. For all these years, the apartments complex that I had grown up in hadn't changed one bit. Ooh! Doubt that my family moved either. My parents were probably still there. I wonder how they were, if they were doing well. Okay, guys, that is gonna do it for this part of Let's Play Psycho-Pass Mandatory Happiness. Ooh! Alright, Yukari's apartment still remained where it was, unchanged. Alright, guys, we're definitely down a new path, but hopefully we can fast forward some stuff. Obviously, you can't fast forward this because this is definitely new. We didn't come here by ourselves any other time, so this is gonna be new. I'm excited. I'm excited for the new stuff that happens. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, please give that like button a click. Comment down below what you like about the video, what you didn't like about the video, and let me know what you think about Tsurugi meeting that guy. I freaking love that guy. That guy is awesome. So yeah. Excuse me. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat, and subscribe to my main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RPG Kingdom Kid Twitter, are in there too. I want to thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time.